Alright, so in this video we're checking out the TRONSMART MIRTUNE H1 portable speaker. Pretty small and compact here. You can see about the size of my hand here. And just quickly go over like what comes in the box before we get into the speaker here. We get a USB-C charging cable, a warranty card, and a user manual. And not much to hit this here, so just want to show you the specs really quick, and you can pause the video. I'm not going to cover everything here, but some of the highlights here: it's got a 2000 milliamp hour battery for up to 20 hours of power on time at 50% volume, Bluetooth 5.3, IPX7 waterproof rated, and it does have 8 watts of power. This particular speaker here is, I guess, competing with the JBL Clip series. So this is the 4, the Clip 4. I'm not sure how old this is, pretty old. I've had this for a couple of years at least, and I'm not going to show you like a side-by-side sound quality comparison because this one is a bit beat up. It's been dropped a lot, so still works, but after a few years the battery life isn't as great. And I'm kind of looking forward to this one here. I've been using it for a little while now before I started recording this video, so it's in terms of sound comparison, it's very good. I say maybe slightly better in terms of clarity. The JBL is a little bit muffled now. The Clip series, I think there's a 5 now. It's been out now for a while. In terms of prices, the Clip 5 is around $80. The Clip 4, which is still for sale, is around $40. And this MIRTUNE H1, I've seen it around $25 to $30 on Amazon. So you're going to get something that is, I would say, very comparable in terms of sound quality to this very similar speaker in this sort of same class in terms of waterproof rating and such. And this has a much better battery life now, obviously, because it's newer. I don't remember what this was out of the box. You can check Amazon specs. They probably have that somewhere on their page. But yeah, this is much less expensive, and I think the sound quality is just as good, or in some aspects, and some aspects a little bit better, and does have the ability to change your EQ settings in the TRONSMART app, which I'll show you here in a second. But that's why I just want to show you that side by side in terms of what it looks like. But in terms of sound quality, it's not going to be fair because this is obviously newer and not as beat up. So obviously it'll sound a lot better because it is newer and not as beat up. So I didn't want to do that in this video. But I already installed the app, paired it up here. It's already powered on. You can see it's connected. You got solid blue light. You got a little power button there and your Bluetooth indicator. I think this is also for your power levels. You got a volume down and plus also for your track, and then play. Just a little logo here, and then you have a carabiner clip here. That is a signature of this series of speaker. A nice little grips here on the side to grab it on the side. It's sort of rubbery material on the back, and then you have a USB-C port there for charging, and there's no cover there because the whole thing is IPX7 waterproof rated, so you can submerge it, I think up to like 1 meter. And I've already done the dunk test in this one and passed no problem. So what you can do with this is you can get the TRONSMART app, download that, and install it. And the thing with the app is you have the ability to pair this up with another one of these. So if you have 2 of these MIRTUNE H1s, you can broadcast the music and sound in stereo. Unfortunately for this video, they didn't have enough of these in stock, so they only sent me 1. So I'm not going to be able to demo that. I did demo this feature in the previous TRONSMART speaker review. I'll link that in the video description, so if you want to have an idea what the difference in sound quality would be like, that'll kind of give you an idea of what the difference is. It does sound better in stereo, of course, and of course the more separation the speakers have. So if they have 2 of them across like in a room or a small room, then you're going to have a pretty good sound effect there. Now that speaker I did that review on was a little bit bigger than this one, so that sound quality is not going to be 100% accurate, but it'll give you an idea of what that feature is like. But that's what you can do with this app. But the main thing is you can go into here and then you can adjust your music presets. So that's the default here. And then they have the other ones that I think you're going to want to use based on the music that you're listening to. So if you mainly listen to like classical music, you can find the classical sound preset to be optimal. Or if you're listening to like things that have a lot of deep bass, R&B music, then the deep bass preset will be optimal, rock, etc. So these are the ones that are preset here in the app. And then they have the customizability where you can actually adjust it to exactly the way you want. So this is kind of the unique feature of the TRONSMART that I don't think you're going to get with the JBL. I'm not 100% sure. At least it wasn't on the Clip 4. There might be on the Clip 5, but I don't have that speaker. So I'm going to be demonstrating here the sound quality in the default presets. So we're going to go back to default here. One more thing with the app is that you can also do firmware updates. Right now it came on the latest firmware, but if there's a firmware update in the future, you can look it up here in the app. And the user manual is also available in the app as well in case you lose the paper version. All right, so I got set up here, and I'm going to be on about 30% volume, and just to give you an idea of what this sounds like.
Afraid to leave this out. We got this far, don't know how. I see danger in us. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we're gonna let it away. Tonight, we're gonna let it away. Tonight.
All right, for that last clip, or that last song, I switched the EQ from the standard, the default EQ, to the deep bass. And I don't know, you're probably not sure if you're gonna be able to tell, but listening to it like live here, when you switch over to the deep bass, you definitely get more bass out of the speaker. And obviously, there's only so much bass you can get out of something this small. But while you're able to get more bass, you do seem to lose a little bit of clarity in the mids and the highs. So if you primarily listen to music, or it's like, say, audiobooks or podcasts, I would say just leave it in the default. But if you like listening to a lot of music with like more bass and you like bass, then yeah, the extra bass setting does seem to help. But you do lose a little bit of clarity, especially in the like vocals. It's a very subtle difference. If you notice any difference in the the audio that I presented here in this video, do let me know down in the comments. But it's just my subjective personal opinion based on just the little differences that I heard in this speaker. Obviously very tiny. It's only 8 watts, so for the amount of power you get, pretty impressive. I think if you're like, say, listening to music or something in a shower, for example, it'll be more than adequate, more than loud enough, probably too loud. When this speaker does, when you push it to like, say, above 75% total volume, it does get a bit distorted. So it kind of depends on the environment you're listening to the audio. And of course, the louder the volume is, the shorter the battery life, of course, but 20 hours, cutting it down to 15 hours is not a huge difference, but that might be a small difference you might see. Anyway, for the money, if you can get this for 25 bucks or around 30 bucks, pretty good value. I think it compares pretty favorably to the JBL series, in my opinion. That I'll cover for this video, link down in the video description if you guys want to check it out, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one.